anyone knows how to throw a tea party, it is you. Americans now spend 100 days out of the year working for government before we even start earning money for ourselves, for our families, for our small businesses. 100 days out of the year. Goldberg just wrote that we are now headed toward being a country where instead of the people deciding how much money our government has, no, now it's our government deciding how much money the people can have. And that's backwards, and we're going to turn that around. It is time to remind them that government should be working for us. We should not have to work for the governments. They just don't get it. They think that we can borrow and tax more and spend more and get us out of this problem. And no, they're obviously digging us into a deeper, darker hole, and that is insane. With their new record-busting $3.8 trillion federal budget and their $1 trillion plus Obamacare scheme that they had rammed through, which is the mother of all unfunded mandates, to talk now of that huge energy tax on all of us, to be their cap and tax scheme coming down the pike. No, to keep borrowing and spending and inventing these big new government programs with enormous price tags that makes no sense. There is no way to pay for any of this except to see your taxes rise. Either the states or the Fed will have to raise taxes, digging us further into debt, selfishly sticking our kids and our grandkids with the bill. And that is stealing from them. It is stealing opportunity in this land of opportunity. It's immoral, it's not right, and we're not going to stand for it anymore.
We're here in support of the Tea Party. Need change, and not the change that we voted in. We're for the change of Scott Brown, having some reasonable taxation. We're not here to support illegal immigrants. We're not here for being taxed over our income. We're not here for people who take mortgages and can't pay for them. And we're for Usher drilling.
I'm here because I'm a member of the Greater Boston Tea Party. We've been working with the organization for about a year now. And basically, we are just very upset about the increasing role that government is playing in our lives. The original Tea Party began because we were having taxation without representation. And that's what it feels like now. And we're trying to peacefully move against that.
We're here today to remind people how much we're spending on war. We're spending $700 billion tax dollars on war each year, and that is more than the next 15 countries in the world put together. We don't need that amount of military spending to keep us safe. The wars in Iraq and Afghanistan are not keeping us safe. They're irritating people more and causing more enmity to the United States. And if the teabaggers are concerned about taxes, they should think about where their tax money is going. A lot of it is going to the military.
Well, I've never been involved in political activities ever in my life, really, other than voting and doing that sort of stuff. But over the last couple of years, yeah, the country's been leaning left for a long time, but I figured it would, lean left, lean right, somewhere we'd end up working out the American way of life. Last couple of years, to me, it's truly scary. I believe the country is headed a little more rapidly now towards, pick one of the isms: socialism, Marxism, communism, progressivisms. One of the isms is certainly where we're going to end up if we continue on the track.
We came here just to, represent liberal democracy and show our opposition to Sarah Palin's views and the Tea Party's views.
And what's the reception been like for you?
Regular folks. The best thing about the Tea Party movement to me is it's not the usual political types. It's not a Democrat thing. It's not a Republican thing. Most of these folks are conservative and Republican-leaning folks, but they're people who have typically not been engaged in the political process. And so for them to come out here today or be active tomorrow in Hyannis at the rally there, or they were in Pembroke last week, this is what America needs. People standing up and demanding limited government and personal freedoms from their elected officials in Washington and on Beacon Hill.